How can I help you?
Can you make me a gourmet meal for $10?
I think I can do it. Let's go.
Mindless scrolling is pretty much ruining your life. Whether it's TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, or even Snapchat has one, spending hours scrolling and looking for little amounts of dopamine is horrible for your brain. Apps are pushing this feature so intensely because they know it hooks you and keeps you stuck using their app. And it seems like most people aren't even aware how much this is hurting you. I'm sure that most people who are watching this video scroll on one of these said apps. For me, it's TikTok. I feel like apps like TikTok or Instagram have ruined a lot of things for me. But of course, the main thing is our attention spans. I feel like for some reason, if I were to start slowing down my music, stop putting so much edits and stick to one shot, and kind of slow down my speech, you have that urge to click off, don't you? That's what apps like these do. The more you scroll and look at random short videos for hours and hours on end, the worse your attention span becomes. Because you slowly get used to being fed short, funny car videos or insanely edited, inspirational TikToks that last 30 seconds. So when something is taking too long and something's kind of slow, you start to feel the need to open your phone, click off, fidget with the remote, because you're so used to TikToks or Reels being so fast. And you know, honestly for me, I can't do anything without at least checking my phone once. I could be ordering a latte in line or at a red light or literally eating, and I can't help but look at my phone, open TikTok or Instagram, whatever, and scroll through posts. And I honestly can't even eat a whole meal without having to watch a show or, you know, scrolling through my phone. And you know, in my name is Comedygold Films, so I watch a lot of movies, and people be eating food and actually talking to people or just like staring. I'm like, I want to do that shit. What the hell? How do you do that?
Good soup.
It's really stupid how much everyone's attention span has dwindled so far down due to how these apps are. And I feel like no matter how many videos tell you to stop, you're not really going to. But at the very least, you need to recognize that it's affecting you, like, a lot. Why is it that every morning I have to wake up and go straight to my phone and then spend an hour scrolling? You know, I've heard so many times before, you shouldn't use your phone first thing in the morning. You should really be going through your morning routine first before checking your phone. Why you should never use your phone in the morning, 2023, Reel edition vlog video essay. And I have the same problem too at night. I think most of my time I spend on TikTok is right before I go to bed. Another thing that these apps do is take away your time. You could spend hours scrolling on TikTok and not even realizing it. And suddenly it's 7 a.m. and the sun's come up. What? The most used app on my phone right now is literally TikTok, which is why I've been mentioning it so many times. And because most of that time is spent in the morning or at night, it's become a horrible habit for me. And I feel like my body, the second I touch the bed, is like in awake mode. Like I could be playing on my computer, playing the finals or whatever, starting to fall asleep, getting really tired. But the second I touch my bed, I could literally be wide awake. These apps really feed into every minute of your time. You don't really get much of a use out of watching endless reels, except for the occasional funny video. The only good thing about scrolling is finding new creators, such as on TikTok. There are so many talented creators who make amazing short-formed content. How do I say short form? And it's honestly the only reason I usually scroll is to see if I can find one of their videos floating around on my For You page. Some of these people do more with 30 seconds than I ever could with a 10-20 minute video. I even made a really bad video about random TikTok creators I saw on my feed a few months ago, and I do still see them every so often. Although apps like TikTok, Instagram, and even YouTube Shorts can have these really good creators, that doesn't mean you should be spending all your time scrolling on them. It really does more harm than good, and it completely destroys your perception of time. A lot of people use these apps as a mean of procrastination, especially when they don't want to be doing something productive, like working, taking a damn shower, making dinner, or even writing a YouTube script. Huh? I mean, it could be just a phone thing, but once you start scrolling, it's kind of hard to stop. Sometimes I'll see that I'm scrolling for way too long and just force myself to turn my phone off. And you could be doing so much more with that hour or so you spend scrolling. But to be honest, I couldn't think of one thing. Because if I'm not scrolling, I'm usually playing something or maybe cleaning up my space. The only real reason I still use TikTok or Instagram Reels is to send 10 million car videos to my girlfriend and friends. And I really feel like that's the only reason they scroll as well, is to send stuff to me or other people. But then once you get yourself in that habit, there's really no way to stop yourself. And then you keep sending more and more and more stuff, and it becomes kind of overwhelming to the point where your friends or even yourself, when you're receiving all these TikToks or Reels, whatever, where you just stop watching them. And honestly, me, myself included, I kind of stopped watching a lot of what people send me. But apps like TikTok and Reels really let you just send stuff to anyone or anything. Once you like click on like a TikTok and click share, it gives you all these types of places where you can send it on, like right in front of your face. You could send it to even completely random people that you've never met on TikTok or just any app. But even if you were to stop sending stuff to people, you would still have to carry that habit of scrolling just to find that perfect stupid ass video to watch. And let's be honest, I don't think anyone you send stuff to even watches them. So what's the point? This video is sponsored by Touchgrass Inc. Are you or a loved one suffering from bed rotting, playing too much illegal legends, or scrolling so much on TikTok? You should try touching some damn grass and being outside. In all seriousness, these scrolling apps have really messed up everybody. So how can we fix ourselves? You think I'm made of solutions, huh? You think I know everything? Well, firstly, I think you should really just reduce your time swiping through all these endless videos. You should set time limits or alarms for yourself so that you're not constantly losing track of time. I'm sure your phone has like some sort of parental controls, and I'm not gonna tell you to delete TikTok or social media entirely. And I know I've seen videos like that, but that's not really a good like way of doing it. There's still some good out of using these apps. What's that one saying? I don't remember. It's too much of anything is bad, or something like that. Batman. It ruins a lot of things for you. So managing how much time you spend on any of these apps is worth trying. And one thing I would like to start doing is fixing my attention span. I mean, 90% of the people that use TikTok, especially on YouTube Shorts, are just long gone. I feel like if TikTok can worsen your attention span with short form content, you can definitely retrain your brain into getting that attention span back. Say for example, you want to watch something like Oppenheimer, which is like 500 hours long about explosions. You should work yourself up with longer form media without feeling the need to click off. Start with a 5-minute YouTube video, then a 10-minute one. And by the way, this is if you're really that far gone. Then watch an episode of a show that's at least 30 minutes or so, and so on and so on and so on, and until you start to build like a tolerance for longer form content. I mean, yeah, this is a really stupid way to put this. And this can go for anything. Instead of staring at your phone for like a loser while your barista makes your coffee, maybe try staring at your barista intensely until he or she finishes your drink. Or, you know, just simply look around and see what else they have to look at. It's honestly better than wasting that little ounce of time on your phone. And that's one thing I really hate, is that it doesn't allow me to be aware of my surroundings and simply putting it away, putting it in my pocket, whatever I put it. And even for me to stop taking pictures of every little thing would really fix that. I mean, honestly, if you want to go scrolling endlessly, just do it at home. I think eventually you'll slowly fix your time management and attention span so easily. It's just up to how you want to do things going forward. And yeah, I know, it's a new year after all. Focus on you and not other people on TikTok. And you know what? Maybe just stop sending so many TikTok reels, whatever, to your friends. I guarantee you they don't even look at them. I know for a fact my friends don't. And I mean, the occasional stupid video is fine, but like non-stop spamming 10 million videos, they just add up, and your friend or whatever starts to become overwhelmed. I'm talking to you, Nace, by the way. So maybe you should work on that, because I know I will.
What the hell even is this book?
Just read it. Just read it.
Alright, fine.
It'll make you look cooler, I promise. And maybe by learning to stop mindlessly scrolling so much, you can finally get yourself back to before all this. Stupid as hell and depressed. But hey, you got a cool new attention span. That's something you had before.
I love you like no other. You truly are the best.
And you're able to do things again without the need to open up Reels or TikTok or Shorts. How many times am I going to do this? It's a hard process to get rid of, like an addiction. But either way, whatever you choose to do, you need to realize that it's ruined and currently ruining your brain. But it's really up to you to get yourself to stop it. I mean, Who knows? I might not even listen to my own damn advice and just keep scrolling. Because how else am I gonna find a funny clip of queso being called a Ferris wheel?
I am not shaped like a Ferris wheel!
That's right, nowhere else. Nowhere. But at least you stayed to the end. That's more than what most people can do with this attention span. And you know what? It was nice to have you. Now, I gotta go take this call because I'm getting a phone call from your mom. So me and Chunky are gonna get our fat selves out of here. Wait, hold on. I completely forgot to mention I started a Discord server. So if you want to get updates about my future videos or ask me any questions you want to ask, or just talk to me about hers for 200 hours straight, the link is in my description. So sorry this video took so long. I was busy playing Minecraft.